Good morning. We're facing off in a scrimmage against the 13 Oilers today. Starting off up front, we've got Luca, Jace, and Garrett. Back on defense, we've got Caius and Finn. And early offsides. Finn taking, oh no, never mind. Looking at the wrong team. Back to Jace. Jace sends it over to Garrett as Garrett was creeping up the slot. He got knocked off the puck, and Gray's pushing back the other direction. Finn's going to bring it in. Gray gets the takeaway. They're going to push it back towards Cooper and Owen. Brendan's out there now, and Stanton there on the left side. A weird bounce there. Puck finds Brendan. Brendan sends it over to Stanton. As Stanton trying to squeeze past the defense, he sends it down behind the goalie. Gray slipping by the forwards. They got a lot of momentum working up the slot, squeezes through and goes backhand to score here at 13:46. Got Owen, Brendan, and Stanton up front. Cooper and Jax back on defense. Jax trying to work that up the wall. Brendan trying to work it up now. Jax back up to Brendan. Brendan trying to squeeze by. Gray sends it up the wall. Round over to Coop on that side. Coop sends it back over to this side. Looking for B. And that'll be ice. Luca, Deegan, and Blake up front. Luca comes away with that puck. He's got Blake to his right, Deegan to his left. He's going to carry it all the way up. Oh, nice move there to get it up to the goalie. Gets knocked over into the corner where Luca picks it up. He sends it back down to Blake. Blake sends it over around nobody. Knocked loose to Caius. Caius is going to work it up this side to Blake. Blake sends it to the other side. Slips back to Luca, who chips it up and goes for a change. We got Owen, Jace, and Garrett out there now. Jack's on the defense with Cooper. Owen now pushing up the center of the ice. Drops it off for Jace. Jace slips a shot in there. Loose puck out in front, and the goalie gets it covered up. Are you doing the monopod? Use that thing as your leverage, I think. You're stuck on the leg. Owen on the draw. Sends it over to Jace. Back to Jax. Jax chips it up into the corner. All the way over to Cooper on the far side. Cooper sends it back up to Garrett. Garrett tries to sneak by the defense. They send it back up. Coop draws it back down to Garrett. Garrett finds Jax. Jax lets the shot fly. It gets bounced off of gray shin pads and cleared back to the neutral zone. And Luca's slipping through, picking up that loose puck, finding his way up to a circle. Trying to go low on that shot. Goalie deflected it out. Ben with the keep there. Stanton. Oh, that puck was just sitting in the crease. Follow on by Finn, sends it to B over to Stanton. Stanton back to B. Oh, to Stanton, and then Luca with the backhand and the early whistle there. You ready for this? Caius sends it up to the corner, down to B, battling for it. He's scooped closer to Hojan. And another gray goal. He's scooped closer to Hojan.
Let me know if I'm on maybe.
Got Blake, Owen, and Deegan up front. Jackson Cooper back on defense. Gray entering the zone, sends it up to the top of the circle. Owen and Coop on the defense there. Gray able to send it back down. Jack's going to pick it up. He's got Blake on this side. He finds Blake. Blake unable to clear the zone on that one. Coop tries Deegan's side. That one slips all the way back to the neutral zone. Picked up by Gray. Shot goes high. Luca picking up the loose puck. He chips it into the neutral zone all the way back to Gray defense. They chip it in the corner and go for a change. We've got Garrett, Jace, and Luca up front. Finn and Caius back on defense. Jace able to chip that up to Garrett. Garrett sends it up into the corner. All the way around to Caius on that far side as Owen comes in. And Owen gets the takeaway in the neutral zone, chips it up to Garrett. And Owen picks up that loose puck after the collision, sends it over to Caius, who looks for Garrett again. Jack's on the defense. Owen's able to pick up that puck, but it gets knocked back towards Brayton and covered up. Owen, Stanton, and Brendan out there. Got Cooper and Jax back on defense. Cooper with the puck, slides it over to Stanton in the neutral zone, who finds B, but B got his pocket picked on that one, and Gray's going to turn it back the other direction. Luca in the middle now. Sends it over to B's side. B picks it up, carries it in, dumps it behind the net, and it gets covered up. B on the face-off. He's got Luca to his right. B down low. Backhand gets denied. Caius chipping it up. Gray gets the puck back. Over to Caius. Caius up to Stanton, who chips it up and goes for a change. We got Blake and Deegan and Owen coming out now. Blake gets the loose puck that Coop was able to clear out. He sends it down as Deegan and him chase after it. Gray chips it up the wall and going to turn it back up the other side. Owen gets the pass, sends it over to Deegan, who chips it over to Blake, who chips it back over to Deegan. Mason's going to get the takeaway in the neutral zone, and he chips it back down for Gray. Cooper picking up that puck. Chips it back out to the neutral zone, and then Luther all over the puck. He's able to get it, carries it down to the offensive zone, but McCallum turns it back the other direction, and just as Finn and Caius swap out. Luca gets the puck in the corner, feeds it up to Jace. Jace looking over for Garrett. He's going to sneak up that near side, though. Sends it down deep for Garrett. Gray chips it out. Picks that up, and they're going to bring it in. Be able to knock that back out to the neutral zone. Gray has to step back and regroup. Just as Jackson Coop come and swap out at defense. Stanton, Owen, and Brendan are forwards. Owen battling for that puck, able to stop the clearing and send it back down. Gray will try the other side now. And B gets a skate on it, knocks it back to Stanton. Stanton tries to chip it up to him. B's able to settle that one down, sends it all the way around to Coop. And Gray's going to get a hold of it, sends it out. And Mason working his way up the slot. Dumps it off to Colson, back out to the defense. And Blake sends that to the neutral zone. Blake, Owen, and Deegan swapped out at some point there. Shot saved by Brayton. Luke on the draw. He's got Jace and Garrett out there with him. Oh, the pass picked up by Finn. Finn working his way up. He can't get the shot off. He's wearing a couple extra players on that one. Great shot. Kept out by Brayton and cleared by Caius. And Garrett tries to clear that one. Defense keeps it in. Shots deflected off Garrett. I don't know, caught him in the thigh, I think. Garrett able to settle that one in and gets just past the red line and dumps it as Owen, Brendan, and Stanton are rushing out. Jackson Coop back on defense. Center pass kept out by Brayton. Mason shot. Stanton able to, oh, nope, he can't hold on to that one. Gets knocked back to Cooper. Cooper can't hold on to it, and the backdoor pass tracked down by Brayton. Luka, Deegan, and Blake out front. Deegan gets that one. Skates into the zone. Loses it into the corner. Regains it. Sends it back out to Caius. Caius' shot off of Blake's skate into the goalie's chest. And Deegan ices that one. Owen, Garrett, and Jace out front now. Sent over into the bench.
Ended.
Puck clears back to the neutral zone as time runs down. They say no ice on that, and that'll eat up the rest of the clock. So at the end of one, 2-0 for the 13 Oilers. Our sponsor highlight for today is Diamond Leather, Diamond D Leather. Thanks for start of the second. Owen, Jason, Garrett up front. Jackson, Cooper back on defense. Jace with the takeaway. Nice forecheck over to Garrett. Garrett, oh, trying to go through the legs. Gets knocked loose. Great shot. Wide right. Coop able to knock that one down. Garrett chips that out to the neutral zone. And Owen on the forecheck, able to get the takeaway there, and his shot finds the goalie. Stanton, Luca, and Brendan out there up front. Caius and Finn back on defense. Brendan sends that back to Caius. Caius back down to Brendan. Brendan tries to send that back around. Picked up by Gray and working up this near side. Cleared back to Stanton in the neutral zone. Oh, there'll be a penalty here.
High stick. High stick.
Oh, high stick. Okay, good. Shot gets covered up. Luke on the draw. Gets sent back to Finn. Finn trying to send it up to Brendan. So Mason's going to send it back down. And B's able to get it back. Looking for Stanton. Found the great defense, though. Caius chips it up to Stanton, and Stanton clears it all the way back. And look at B go. He's going to get there. Saves the icing. Sends it back out to Coop in the neutral zone. As Deegan and Blake come out. Or no, Blake's not out yet. Owen and Deegan. Owen out to Cooper. Cooper's shot goes just wide right. Jax chips it up to Deegan. Deegan chips it to the middle of between the circles, picked up by the defense. Owen on the forward check. Back out to Jax. Gray able to slip by Jax. Coop with a good stick there, knock it over to Blake. Blake gets it over to Owen. Owen sends it down behind the net as we see Jace, Garrett, and Luca come out. Caius and Finn on defense. Finn with the puck in front of Brayton. Turning back, looking for Luca. He's able to find him. Luca's got Garrett coming up the ice with him. Back out to Jace. Back up to Luca. That puck just slipped by Garrett, but see if he can regain control. Out to Caius. Caius' shot picked up by Gray, and they're able to send it out to the neutral zone. And Finn got tripped up, but no call on that one. Luca's back with Caius. And they'll call, I guess, Luca on for interference. That'll put us on the penalty kill. Owen and Stanton forwards out there. Jax and Cooper defense. Shot wide right, follow on off the crossbar. And Owen's able to clear that out to the neutral zone. And they score. Power play goal at 9:30. You're doing great. Luca, Deegan, and Brendan up front. Caius and Finn back on defense. Deegan sends that over to Luca. Luca sends it down. Goalie knocks that into the corner. Deegan gets it. Then sends it down towards the goalie. Gray picks it up. They're going to work it out on this side. And good save there from Brayton. Brendan feeds it over to Luca. Luca, oh, had some net open, just got a little high on that one. Feeds it back over to B. And offsides. Owen, Garrett, and Jace up front. Cooper and Jax back on defense. Jax up to Owen. Owen's shot goes off of the defense's pads. Jace trying to come away with Gray's gonna get it. Shots wide right. Gray able to pick it up. Shot from the circle, knocked down by Cooper and covered up by Brayton. Luca, Blake, and Deegan out there now. Dan and Caius on defense. Then up to Blake. Knocked back to Gray at the top of the slot. Grayson with the save, knocks it out to Blake. Blake scoops it up to Luca. A little back and forth there. Luca sends it over to Deegan. Deegan at the top of the circle. A lot of deflection. Shot deflected into the near corner. Out to Caius. Caius' shot knocked down. Deegan trying to send it over to Blake on the backside. Gray draws the penalty. And should have concurrent penalties here.
Awesome.
So it'll be 5-on-5 hockey.
Both of the ones they would.
Cooper and Caius back on defense. Gray slips by, shot climbs high all the way around to Gray. Gray feeds it up to Mason on the blue line. Owen up to Deegan. Deegan pokes it up to the neutral zone. Sends it around to the other side. Caius chips it up to Blake. Blake's pass just a hair behind Owen. Owen, oh, can't, oh, he's able to stay on that one, clears it. And they say no ice on that one. Go for a change. Luca, Brendan, and Stanton out there now. Luca knocks that one free over to B. B finds Stanton. Stanton back over to Luca, and Luca drills it. Wow. Way to enter the zone and pass the puck. And the 14s are on the board here at 5:21. Then Stanton to Luca. Luca's got B. He goes across the circles there into the corner, sends it over to B. B, oh, finds Stanton. Stanton turning on it, and the goalie gets it covered up. A little sneaky action there. B sends it out to Kais. Kais over to Finn. The shot, the tip goes high. B able to tip that one. Just went a little bit too high. And Gray's going to pick up that puck. Up, B wants it back. He sends it over to Luca. Luca's shot deflected into the corner. And Gray's going to try to clear that. Kais sends it back down. Out to Finn. Finn shot. Knocked down. Follow on by Stanton. Deflected on the near wall here. Sent back out to Caius. Caius tries to shoot it. Back out to Cooper. Back out to Owen in the middle of the ice to Caius. He chokes it up to G. Garrett looking for Jace on that pass. Owen comes up, gets the deflection, works it up. Back out to the neutral zone to Cooper. Cooper's pass behind Owen, and Gray enters our zone. Saved by Grayson. Follow on, knocked down, and covered up. That one clears back to the neutral zone as Gray's going to pick that up, but Garrett is right on him. Gray enters the zone. Shot. Glove save. Luca, Blake, and Deegan coming out up front. Finn and Caius on defense. Luca on the draw. It's into the corner. Caius sends it over to Finn. That gets cleared up into the neutral zone. Luca gets tripped. That'll put the 14s on the power play. You get Jason, Brendan, Cooper, and Finn out there with Luca in the middle. B sent it back to Cooper. Cooper over to Finn. Finn up to Brendan. Brendan's got Luke out in front. He goes over to Jace instead. Back out to Cooper. Over to Finn. Finn tries to slide one in there. B hacking at it. This time B on the draw. He's got Luca on his right side. And Luca sends that back to Finn. Finn all the way over to Jace. Jace, had B crashing down on the backside. Out to Luca. Luca's shot kept out by Rogers. And then Grace sends it up the wall. Cooper sneaks up there, picks it up in the corner. And B sends it back over to Luca. Luca finds Finn at the top of the slot, off of Gray pants there. Dumps it down to B. B's got Luca out in front. Now behind the net, he sends it to Luca. Over to Jace, who gets the shot off, but a good save there, and that'll be icing. Blake, Deegan, Owen, Titus, and Jack's out there now. Owen on the draw. Sends it to the corner. Chip back to Jax. Jax sneaking up, slides it over to Blake. Blake back over to Jax. Jackson's shot cleared to the wall by the goalie. Deegan battling for it now. Here comes the way. That gets knocked back to Gray. Gray's shot kicked out by Grayson. Owen looking for Blake. Blake gets held up there on the wall, and Gray will pick it up in the neutral zone and re-enter the defensive zone there. Grayson with the save. Tice picking that one up, feeds it up to Deegan. Deegan chips it over to Owen. Owen trying to squeeze by the defense there, the Gray defense. He gets it all the way down to the Gray defensive zone, but they pick it up and send it back the other way. And Grayson with the save. Lucas, Stanton, and Brendan coming out. Stan and Cooper on defense. Luke on the draw. Back to Finn. Finn up to Luca. Luca over to Stanton. Stanton's got Brendan on his right side. He finds him, and Brendan scores. That's two great passes from Stanton today. Very unselfish play there. Luca sends that back to Cooper. Cooper finds Luca, who finds Stanton. He's got B up in the middle. He finds him. B gets knocked down. Luca comes in, gets the puck back. And at the end of two, There's a 1-goal differential. All right, Luca, Blake, and Deegan up front. Cooper and Jax back on defense. Gray shot from the blue line, knocked down by Grayson, cleared over by Coop. Coop sends that one down. That gets deflected all the way to the wall. And deflection over to Blake. Blake sends it down behind the goal. It goes for a change as Brendan and Stanton come out. And Gray entering black zone. Shot covered up by Grayson. Owen picks up the knockdown shot. He's got B heading up with him. He slips past one defender, sends it, trying to go over to B. Gets it to B. Brendan sends it back down to Owen. Back over to Brendan. Brendan over to Owen. And Gray gets a takeaway. Out to Caius in the neutral zone. He dumps in the corner, goes for a change. Jace and Garrett coming out there, along with Cooper and Jax. Luca on the draw. Shots wide left. Finds Garrett in the middle of the ice. And Gray gets a hold of it, turns it back on Jackson Cooper. Owen able to get it. Gray working it back out. Finn gets it in the neutral zone. He's got Blake and Deegan out there. He sneaks all the way up to the bottom of the circle. And Deegan able to pick that puck up in the corner. He gets crushed into the wall. Deegan's shot finds Carter's chest there. Luke on the draw. Jackson Cooper out there now. And Caden able to score one from between the circles. Owen, Stanton, and Brendan up front. Cooper on the defense. And Mason follows up with a goal. Jace, Luca, and Garrett up front. Then gets the takeaway in the neutral zone, still battling for it. Shot from the top of the slot, goes high. Grayson gets it covered up. Blake Deegan and Owen out there now. Jackson Cooper back on defense. Great shot, covered up. Owen sends it over to Jax. Jax looking for Cooper. Cooper's going to turn it back and send it over to Deegan. Deegan sends it to neutral zone. Owen slows down on it, send it battling for it. Deegan keeps it in as he gets taken down. But then back out to the neutral zone. Cooper looking for Deegan. Gray's able to pick that one off. And Blake clears that one to the neutral zone. And the shot saved by Grayson. Luca, Brendan, and Stanton out front now. Finn and Caius back on defense. Gray comes away with it. Oh, shot knocked down by Stanton. And then Finn comes through, knocks it all the way back to the Gray zone. So they pick it up. Caden works it in. Shot knocked down by Grayson. Caius now looking for the puck. Luca knocks it over to Stanton. Stanton chips it up to Luca. Luca couldn't sneak by the defense that time. Gray sends it back down to the circle. The shot knocked down, and then the follow-on scores at 8:27. Oh, and Jason Garrett up front. Shot deflected back by Grayson. Cooper picks it up on that far wall, finds, looking for Jace there. Gray sends it back down. Cooper able to pick up that pass after the deflection from Grayson. Now Owens battling in the corner for it. Shoots out the other side to Jax. Jax doesn't get quite enough on that to get it to Garrett. A nice poke there from Garrett. And then Jace chasing after it. Garrett sending that one to the corner. Luca's going to chase after it. He gets brought down, and that'll put us on the power play.
Oh, son, come on. How you do that?
Especially because we didn't have anybody down there with Luca.
I know. That's unnecessary time.
Mm-hmm. All right, start of power play. Got Blake, Deegan, Luca out front. Caius and Finn back on defense. Caius looking for Luca. Gray gets the puck, sends it all the way down. Shot blocked out. Caius sends it around to Finn. Finn gets it to Luca. Luca takes another penalty there.
Dum-dums.
We got a 5-on-3 for a minute one. Finn sends it over to Luca. Luca over to Cooper. Cooper shot wide right. Sneaks all the way back out to Finn. Finn up to B. B with the tip. Gets a little bit too high on that one. Jace sends it back out to Coop. Cooper finds Luca there on that near circle. Luca's shot deflected out by the goalie. And Jace able to poke that one out to Finn, who sends it over to Brendan. Brendan sends it back over to Jace. Back out top to Cooper. Cooper's shot. Knocked out loose, puck out in front. Oh, Luca could not get to it. And that should be an ice there.
Good job, Connor!
Brendan on the draw. He's got Luca to his right. He sends it back to Cooper. Cooper over to Finn. Finn's shot clear to the corner. And we're 5-on-4 now. Over to Jace. Jace sends it back down on the side to B. Gray gets the takeaway behind the net. Sends it out to Finn, who pokes it up to Luca. 5-on-5 hockey now. Brendan sends it back down to Luca. Luca trying to sneak one in there. Gray sending up this side. Put pressure back on Jax. Garrett and Stanton out there with Owen now. And Gray will get a no, I guess, yeah. Put us back on the power play.
Whose son is that? Jeez.
Mason working that speed up. Misses wide left. Owen up to Garrett. Garrett sends it over to Jax. Jax over to Stanton. Stanton had, finds Finn. I think he was looking for Garrett on that one, but Finn was right in the line of fire. Finn's got Blake in the top of the site. Shot gets knocked down. Luca is out there now. Tyus sends it back to the corner. Cooper gets the loose puck. Sends it over to Deegan on this side. Deegan dumps it in the corner. And Blake's going to get the boarding
She
penalty.
got a penalty.
No, not his first. It might be his first roughing though. Deegan and Owen are the forwards. Jackson Cooper defense on this penalty kill. Ooh, Owen gets the takeaway there, sends it all the way down, and that'll be icing. Brendan and Jace out front. Finn pokes that up to Brendan. Brendan sends that one up. Nice puck there. Jace has a chance to get there. Red gets it up. Pass. Picked off by Finn. Sends it over to Jace. Jace sends it back behind the net. And Finn will get called for interference on that one. Yeah. Stanton and Gare are forwards. Jackson Cooper back in defense. Ooh, puck finds its way out to Garrett. Garrett tries to clear that one. Or Cooper tries to clear that one. Garrett comes up and does send it to the neutral zone. Gray re-enters. Shot hair a bit too high. Saved by Grayson and cleared to the wall by Cooper. And Cooper can't clear that one. Mason keeps it in, and then the shot finds Grayson's glove. And we got Blake and Deegan and Owen out there. And Caius, I guess Blake will be playing defense. Caius unable to clear it. And then Caius knocks it back to the neutral zone. And that's the game. Well, the Empire struck back this time. You hear that, Mason? I mean, Hojan? I called y'all the Empire. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.